raise your hand if you're still bag holding with 50, 100x dreams from 2024. Now that we're down 90%. We all thought Q4 2025 would be the euphoric blow off top, just like last cycle. 4-year cycle, baby. But it's December. That dream is nowhere in sight. So that leads us to 2026. Is all hope lost, or is it possible that we could get some sort of relief next year? Dare I say it? The cursed word, altcoin season. Or even just some kind of positive price action for altcoins that's just not down only. That's the question I want to explore with you today. What's the altcoin market looking like for 2026 based on the data, based on the charts, and what it's going to take for us to get anything between moderate to explosive upwards price action for the dog coins, okay? Now, we've got a lot to explore, so let's dive straight in. So let's start by coming right out of the gate and stating what's required for us to get positive altcoin performance in 2026. 2 things we need to happen, okay? The first is we need continued loosening of global monetary conditions, meaning we need U.S. Fed fund rates to continue to fall, global M2 to keep rising, all that kind of stuff, and more of that globally with Japan and China and others participating too. Now, here's the effective Fed fund rate since 2008. This is currently projected to keep falling through 2026. We should get another 25 basis point cut in December due to the weakening labor markets. It might be too little too late on the labor market side. We're going to find out. Plus, Trump will be installing a new Fed chair in May, and right now, Kevin Hassett is really the front runner. Hassett is a monetary dove. He also used to sit on the board at Coinbase. Dude knows Bitcoin. I mean, come on. Come on. Trump also a monetary dove. So whoever gets installed, they're probably going to continue pushing rates down. Trump said he wants rates at 1%. Hassett's probably going to give him that. Now, when we overlay Bitcoin's price across the Fed fund rate, what we generally find is that these two are inversely correlated. Bitcoin likes to go up with low rates and it goes down with high rates. Now, I know what you think, but large rates have been high for a while. Yeah, we had the ETF trade in play, the digital asset treasury in play, okay? This may actually open the door for a real bull market. So the Fed fund rate is one piece of the loosening monetary conditions. It's one piece that we need. Looks like we'll get it. The other piece is the global M2, which currently sits at $113 trillion. We need at a minimum global M2 to hold this level, but ideally we'll be in a better spot if it continues rising. And a lot of analysts think that we will continue rising well in 2026, along with an increase in the year-over-year percentage of M2 growth. Now, whether this happens next year, nobody knows for certain, but again, a lot of analysts think that will be the case, okay? We do know that quantitative tightening is ending in the US. Well, today, the day that you're watching this video, QT ends. Fantastic. But we'll just have to continue monitoring this chart as we move into the next year. So that's the first condition we need for altcoins for in 2026. Looser global monetary conditions as seen through Fed fund rates, global M2, all the stuff that we're getting. If you need a great place to trade crypto, BitUnix is the hot spot right now, the hottest exchange is in crypto right now. You have to ask yourself the question, will you move over to an exchange that's going to respect your privacy and going to give you insane bonuses? The answer should be yes. Here's the current deal. It's a very limited time offer. They only have a few days left on this particular deal, but it's absolutely insane deposit bonuses. Put in $1,000, get $200 back. $2,000, get $400 back. In fact, they have crazy whale bonuses all the way right up to like put $50,000 in. They're going to give you back $5K. Put in $100,000, $10K cash back. These are insane offers, okay? And BitUnix is available to anyone, anywhere. That's you. They got the liquidity. They got the coins you want to trade. Link down below to take advantage of this extremely limited time offer. Go check it out. Thank you very much. The second is that Bitcoin makes a new all-time high from here. Now, put it another way, Bitcoin must break the 4-year cycle. I just did a full analysis on this exact issue last week, so go watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. But here's the TLDR. For several reasons, we are currently rhyming with the 4-year cycle right now. Not perfectly, but close enough. So we need to see Bitcoin do something unexpected, break the 4-year cycle. Now maybe we just chop sideways into next year, make a new all-time high in Q1 or Q2, or Bitcoin can just get busy with making a new all-time high right now. That would be fine too. That would break the 4-year cycle. If we go down only from here, if we get that nice underside retest kiss of death of the 50-week EMA around $100,000, then the bears are right. 4-year cycle remains undefeated. But regardless of how this all plays out, we need one of the positive things to occur if we want some kind of altcoin performance in 2026. The bears win, your altcoins are going to a new depth of hell. And this is all because, and I'm pretty certain about this, if Bitcoin continues to ride with the 4-year cycle from here, and by that I mean we're headed back to the 200-week SMA by late next year, it's around $50,000 to $60,000, you can kiss any kind of altcoin season or even any kind of vague positive performance in altcoins goodbye, okay? So that's it. You better damn be hoping that we take out that 50-week EMA soon and that we see a new high for Bitcoin sooner than later. Now, if we want our dog coins to do well in 26, this is what we need, okay? Looser monetary conditions, Bitcoin to make new all-time highs. I think we could also add in here that we need more altcoin ETFs, and we're getting those right now. We need people to actually show up and buy the damn things, which hopefully we see happening. Now, before we get to the altcoin charts, if you like these larger macro takes, to make sure you're reading my newsletter, it's free. Every single week, we're banging out 3 fresh copies straight to your inbox. Got all the relevant news, the altcoin alpha, trade setups, all kinds of amazing stuff. The newsletter is awesome, so make sure you're subscribed. Link down below. So let's assume that both these conditions get filled. Okay, Bitcoin rockets up, monetary conditions continue to loosen, which are set to happen. Well, then I think the risk reward for altcoins actually starts being pretty interesting here. So look at the others chart currently. Others chart, of course, is all the coins excluding the top 10. Pure altcoins, right? We're just continuing to consolidate inside this huge multi-year triangle pattern with the market cap on the lower end of the consolidation area. So if our conditions come together, I think there's probably money to be made in the altcoin markets moving into 2026. What's even more interesting is the others to Bitcoin chart. This is very interesting. Right now, all the cryptos outside the top 10 make up just about 12% of Bitcoin's total market cap. So these are like brutal bear winter cycle bottom valuations. Literally, some of these coins are now 50 or 60% under their FTX collapse levels, like Polkadot, for example. It's been savage. These altcoins have essentially been in a bear market all 2025. There's been some small exceptions, okay, Zcash, Hyperliquid, whatever, but very few coins did well. So again, if we get another one for Bitcoin with a large global liquidity dump, this chart right here actually looks great because there's a lot more room to the upside than to the downside. Similarly, look at the total 3 excluding stablecoins versus Bitcoin chart. So again, we're in bear market conditions here, okay? Savagely so, meaning all coins other than Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins compared to Bitcoin are at absolute rock bottom valuations, and there's a lot more upside to this chart than the other way around. Last chart for today. Look at the total 2 excluding stablecoins on the weekly. No all-time high for this cycle yet. But valuations just keep grinding higher. So that's where we're at, guys. The major takeaway is that a lot of altcoins, especially when compared to Bitcoin, are at bear market discounts right now. And if we get looser monetary conditions next year, which most analysts expect we're going to, and then Bitcoin can snap up and break the 4-year cycle, make a new all-time high, then that opens up a big, fat, clear window for altcoin trades to come into play, okay? For altcoin valuations to go higher. But I don't think there's any reason to rush in just yet. Okay, let's keep our eye on Bitcoin, see if we can get back above the 50-week SMA, around $102,000. EMA is around $99,000, so somewhere in that area, okay? Show some strength. I know we've had a nice rally from the lows at 80K, but we need to see some real strength building up now. Once we see that, then it might be time to start scooping up some of these altcoins on the cheap. Thanks for watching.